Do you know that narcissists can fool almost anyone, but there's one question that can instantly expose them? They thrive on deception, manipulation, and control, making it nearly impossible to tell their true nature at first. But the moment you ask them this one powerful question, their mask starts to slip. The problem is, most people waste time arguing, trying to prove a narcissist wrong, or waiting for them to change, which never happens. Instead of playing their game, you need a way to reveal their true colors instantly. In this video, I'll share the one question that forces a narcissist to expose themselves, whether they realize it or not. Stay till the very end because how you ask this question is just as important as the question itself. Get ready, because after this, you'll never be fooled by a narcissist again. Let's dive in. To truly expose a narcissist, you first need to get inside their head, but not in the way they want you to. See, the narcissist's mindset is built on a fragile, carefully constructed sense of superiority. It's all about control, admiration, and keeping their ego inflated at all costs. The moment you understand this, you'll be in a much better position to deal with them. Narcissists don't see themselves as ordinary. They believe they are special, entitled to things most people aren't, and that their needs should always come first. Deep down, they crave validation and admiration, but they're terrified of being exposed as flawed or weak. This is why they constantly shift blame, manipulate, and spin stories. They don't want to appear vulnerable because vulnerability is weakness in their eyes. Once you recognize this pattern, it's easier to identify when they're using tactics to manipulate you or gaslight your reality. You're no longer playing their game on their terms. And that's when you can ask the one question that gets to the core of their entire illusion. Because when you truly understand how they think, that question won't just expose them, it'll rattle their entire sense of self. Timing, timing, timing. It's everything when you're about to ask a narcissist that one question that could crack their carefully curated facade. You don't want to just ask it out of the blue or when emotions are running high. No, the moment you choose has to be perfect, and that's often when they're feeling most in control or on top of the world. Why? Well, narcissists thrive on their own sense of superiority. So, if you catch them when they feel particularly powerful or invincible, they'll be more likely to think they can handle any question thrown their way. They're less guarded, which makes them more vulnerable to your inquiry. But you can't just wait around for the perfect moment to magically appear. It's about noticing when their ego is fully inflated and when they're ready to shine in front of others. It might be after they've had a small win or a moment of recognition. In these moments, their pride is like a balloon just waiting to pop, and that's when you strike. Asking your question at the right time isn't just strategic, it's the key to revealing their cracks. So, be patient. Read the room. And when that moment hits, don't hesitate. When you're about to drop a bombshell of a question on a narcissist, the last thing you want to do is let them see you sweat. That's why staying calm and confident is crucial. The moment you show even a hint of doubt or anxiety, it's like giving them permission to turn the tables on you. They'll zero in on any sign of weakness, using it as ammo to deflect, twist things around, or make you feel inferior. So how do you do this? First, take a deep breath and remind yourself that you're in control. This isn't just about the question, it's about how you carry yourself before, during, and after you ask it. When you stay calm, you send the message that you're not intimidated. You're not rattled by their games. You're simply asking a question, and you're standing by it. Confidence isn't about arrogance, it's about owning the moment. When you're grounded, it makes the narcissist uncomfortable. They're used to controlling the narrative, manipulating situations to their advantage. But when you don't let them see you flinch, they lose their grip. And that's when the cracks start showing. Now, here's where the magic happens, asking the question, what would you do if you were in my shoes? It's deceptively simple, yet powerful. Why? Because it flips the script. Suddenly, they're not in control anymore. You've shifted the focus from them to you, which is something narcissists really don't like. They thrive on being the center of attention, and this question challenges that. But here's the thing, the beauty of this question lies in how it exposes their lack of empathy. Narcissists don't truly understand what it's like to walk in someone else's shoes. They can't fathom your perspective. So when you ask them, they might stumble or give a response that's more about how they dominate the situation rather than offer any genuine insight. This question forces them to confront something they often avoid, their own emotional blind spots. It exposes their self-centeredness without you having to directly call them out. And when they can't give a thoughtful or empathetic answer, it's like peeling back a layer of their mask, revealing the hollowness underneath. That's when you know the narcissist is backed into a corner, and their true colors start to show. Here's the thing, when you ask that one powerful question, don't just wait for a response, watch the narcissist like a hawk. Their reaction will speak volumes, even if their words don't. Narcissists are masters of manipulation, so they might try to play it cool or brush you off with a vague answer. But pay attention to the small details. Are they getting defensive? Do they seem flustered? Is there a shift in their body language, like a sudden tension in their posture or a forced smile? These subtle clues are where the truth lies. When you ask someone to put themselves in your shoes, it's a challenge to their self-centered worldview. And that's exactly why the narcissist's reaction will be so telling. They might try to deflect, shift blame, or even go into full-on attack mode. But underneath all that, you'll catch glimpses of their discomfort, the cracks in their carefully constructed persona. The narcissist's reaction will reveal how well they can maintain their mask. If they squirm or avoid the question altogether, that's a clear sign. Watch closely, it's like a game of poker, and they're showing you their cards. Once you ask that powerful question, be ready for the games to begin. Narcissists rarely own up to anything, so their response will likely be full of defensive moves, blame shifting, or downright manipulation. These are their go-to tactics when they're cornered. It's like watching a cat try to wiggle out of a trap. They'll twist, squirm, and deflect any responsibility. If they're guilty of something, they'll probably turn the tables on you, accusing you of being the problem. It's all a distraction. When a narcissist starts shifting the blame, it's not just about avoiding the truth, it's about keeping their image untarnished. They can't bear the thought of being seen as anything less than perfect. So, instead of answering your question, they'll focus on accusing you of something unrelated, hoping to throw you off course. And then there's the manipulation. They might try to make you feel guilty for even asking the question. It's a classic power move, trying to make you doubt your own judgment. But the key here is to stay alert and stay grounded. If their response feels like a dodge, a guilt trip, or a finger-pointing exercise, you're getting closer to the real truth. They can't handle being seen for what they truly are. When you ask that question, you've got to hold your ground, no matter what. The narcissist will try everything to throw you off balance. They'll challenge your question, mock it, or even attack you personally. And that's exactly when you have to stay firm. Don't let them rattle you. The moment you get emotionally involved, you've given them power. They thrive on your emotional reactions because it distracts you from your original intent. So, when they try to push your buttons, don't bite. It can be tempting to defend yourself, to explain why you asked the question, or to get caught up in their drama. But that's just what they want. They'll try to drag you into an emotional spiral, hoping you'll lose focus and start questioning yourself. Instead, keep your responses calm and steady. If you need to say something, make it brief and neutral, like, "I'm just asking." You don't need to explain yourself more than that. Stay confident and don't engage in the emotional tug-of-war they're trying to start. The more calm and composed you are, the more you show them that their usual tricks won't work on you. And trust me, That alone can be enough to expose the cracks in their armor. When you ask that one powerful question, don't just listen to the words they say, pay attention to the whole response. A narcissist's answer isn't just an answer, it's a window into their true nature. See, narcissists are experts at crafting their words, but their reactions often betray them. They might give a rehearsed answer, but it'll be hollow. Or they might dodge the question altogether, using one of their classic tactics to avoid getting too deep. But here's the thing, their discomfort, their defensiveness, or their inability to answer the question directly, that tells you everything you need to know. When they're cornered, their response is like a crack in their perfect image. You'll see how quickly they resort to shifting blame, playing the victim, or making excuses. These are all signs of their fragile ego. They can't handle the pressure of being seen for who they really are, and it's in these moments that their true self shines through, even if it's only for a second. So, listen carefully. Their words, tone, body language, all of it reveals the person behind the mask. And once you see it, it becomes harder for them to keep up the act. You've exposed them without ever needing to confront them directly. When you ask that powerful question, be prepared for the narcissist to do what they do best, gaslight and manipulate. Once you've asked that powerful question and exposed the narcissist for what they are, it's time to do something most people forget about: set boundaries and take action. It's easy to get caught up in the rush of "I've finally seen through them," but the real work comes after. Narcissists don't respect personal space, emotions, or limits, so you need to make it clear that their manipulative behavior won't fly anymore. Start by defining your boundaries. This isn't about being harsh or aggressive, it's about being clear, calm, and firm about what you will and won't tolerate. Whether it's limiting your interactions, refusing to engage in certain conversations, or simply distancing yourself emotionally, it's vital to stand your ground. Don't let them backpedal or twist things. Narcissists are incredibly skilled at pushing boundaries, and they'll try to test you, especially after they've been exposed. And remember, actions speak louder than words. Setting boundaries is one thing, but enforcing them is a whole other ballgame. If they crossed a line, don't hesitate to take the necessary steps to protect yourself, whether it's cutting off communication, limiting access, or walking away. Your peace of mind is worth more than any attempt they'll make to pull you back into their chaos. And that's how you can expose a narcissist with just one simple question. If you found this strategy useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful tips on navigating toxic relationships. Have you ever tried this technique or faced a narcissist? Drop your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Let's dive into the conversation. Protect your energy, trust your instincts, and remember, your peace is non-negotiable. See you in the next video.